Well. Today we're going to be diving back into another Ark Survival Ascended video. If you guys have not seen all of the crazy buzz right now throughout the Ark Survival community, well, kick back and relax because we're going to be dropping some major bombshells related to the most recent topics. So diving right in and starting off the video, we have updates related to the dev kit. In the previous video here, I talked about for Ark Survival Ascended that they were going to be changing the dev kit or dropping a major update for it in general that would allow for modders to have pretty much full range on whatever they wanted to build inside of the game, including Mario, as they actually stated that themselves in that previous tech crunch. Well, it looks like they weren't joking and they're actually going even a step further. In this most recent community crunch, they not only talked about that they're officially going to be releasing this for January 31st, 2024, but they also went ahead and additionally dropped a video clip that they even claim is Super Ark Bros. And in this video, as you can see here, it is strictly a Ark Survival game, but 2D platform just like Mario Brothers. So again, they're still playing alongside the idea that modders will be able to create whatever they desire. And obviously modders will probably really like this and really enjoy this freedom to build whatever they want. However, I will say one major concern that I think a lot of other players that are not modders, for instance, are actually worried about, and that is what exactly is Wildcard Studios up to, because it seems like at this point they are just throwing everything they can at the wall, hoping something sticks to keep the community around for Ark Survival Ascended and beyond. As we all know from previous DLCs from Ark Survival Evolved, they don't really like to develop a whole lot of content themselves, and instead they like to utilize content that was developed from the community and pay directly for those to then bring them to the official game. So maybe that's kind of what their long-term plan is here, but either way, it's just a very interesting thing that they have brought to the game, and obviously only time will tell what exactly is going to happen. And now, speaking of mods, they also announced here that they will be bringing official premium mods, which again, keep in mind the premium mods are going to cost you additional money. These are not free for players to just, download onto any server. You actually have to buy these, but that does entail that these potentially should be of higher quality and offer potentially more content. But overall, these will officially be debuting on January 31st, 2024 via Cursed Forge. And alongside the premium mods, they also talked about having these new items called custom cosmetics. It states it's letting players forge their own visual masterpiece for structures, costumes, and more. It says best of all, they can be utilized on any server without the need for the servers to download a mod. It can all happen under the hood of your client, including on official servers. If you guys can't tell by now, January 31st seems to be shaping up to be a very big day for Ark Survival Ascended, because not only are we going to be getting the huge dev kit update, the custom cosmetics, and the premium mods, they're also claiming that they're going to be introducing server transfers. And now keep in mind, the original date for the server transfer feature was supposed to be January 24th, and so now what looks to be like an exciting thing they're going to be dropping on the 31st, this actually constitutes as a delay of the server transfer feature being added. Now, once again, as I've said in previous videos, this should not come at any surprise to anybody because they are surely not good at maintaining any dates that are set when it comes to introducing things to the game. So obviously here they have a date set for the 31st of January for server transfers, but that potentially I would hold it with a grain of salt because it could absolutely change and be delayed even further. And now the time has come, can I get a drum roll please, for the grand finale here when it comes to the insane news for Ark Survival Ascended this week, and that relates to the Frontier Adventure Pack that should be dropping with Scorched Earth. If you guys have not heard about this thing, it is wild when it comes to potentially Ark turning to pay to win. If you guys have no clue what I'm talking about, Scorched Earth, the DLC, is officially set to launch for Ark Survival Ascended on April 1st, 2024. And with it, they are going to be dropping the very first Extra Adventure Pack DLC. Now, yes, this is going to be a paid pack by players, and the pack is set to bring some additional cosmetics like these awesome cowboy costumes, some additional tools like shovels, for instance, and the ability to get trains and utilize them in the Scorched Earth map, alongside some sort of mystery dino. Well, the mystery dino speculation is now officially over, as they have now confirmed what dino will be launching with the adventure pack. Again, keep in mind that players have to buy this pack in order to receive this dino. And that, my friends, is the Oasisaur. As you guys can see here, this thing is insanely huge. You've got a guy standing down here next to a Kentrosaurus, and you can clearly see the sheer size of this thing. And it even states inside of the crunch here that it is a gentle giant of the earth. It stands as a living sanctuary, offering protection and subsistence to all creatures in its vicinity. With its unique ability to create a safe haven, it will shield players from environmental threats and hostile creatures, though it offers little defense against other players. This majestic creature offers a beacon of tranquility on its scorching earth. And as you can see, taking a closer look here on its back, it can hold easily several different buildings. It looks to have some sort of water source already on it, which would obviously create a sustainable water source for any player that has this pack, and it looks to also even hold your dinos. Now, if that wasn't enough, out of all of those features that it provides for the Scorched Earth map, it also looks, if you look in the background, to have the ability to fly or relocate. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, I personally think this bad boy on the Scorched Earth map is going to make a massive difference on how brutal this map is. If you guys have never played Scorched Earth or have no clue what it is or what to expect, I can tell you without a doubt, man, in the past for Ark Survival Evolved, this was probably the hardest map, in my opinion, of the game series, because the elements were very scarce, especially things like water. The earth, or the land on that map, was very hot, so you were constantly drained for water, and your water sources were very limited, so you had to really play strategic. On top of all of that, there was several different elements that were on the map that affected you in several different ways, whether it was sandstorms, electricity storms, you name it. Sometimes it would drain your dino's full stamina, drain your own stamina. Sometimes you would take additional damage just being outside. And just in general, it was a lot harder map to play versus something like we currently have, the island map, and even going into the center map. So, and for me, I think this brand new creature would completely take that all out of the equation and make it a much easier map to survive on. So that's just kind of like my first thought process when I see this. The second thing I want to talk about here, which I think is even a bigger issue, or more so the bigger topic through the Ark community, and that relates to this being some sort of pay-to-win mechanic and putting a really big separation between players who do pay for the Frontier Adventure Pack and then players who don't pay for it, right? Because obviously, how exactly is that going to work? If this dino is only available for those who play or pay for it, what does that mean for the non-paid players? Are they able to ride it still, if they have a friend that paid for it but they didn't? Are they surely not able to even utilize them whatsoever, which then would naturally put them at a disadvantage? And at the end of the day, how is this going to all correlate into even PvP? Because if they try to state that it doesn't provide much protection for player versus player action, but I would beg to differ that it doesn't, because if it does provide a sustainable water source in a PvP map for Scorched Earth, that alone makes a massive difference and gives you a huge advantage as a tribe who has one of these versus people who do not. And there you go, guys. That's officially going to wrap up all of the big news that we currently know here for Ark Survival Ascended. I really want to invite you guys to start a discussion down below in the comment section. I would love to know your guys' feedback specifically on this new Frontier Adventure Pack. Do you think it's going to be 100% pay to win between paid players and non-players, even if that is only PvE and they don't bring it to PvP maps? Or do you think in general maybe there's something that I missed, or you are looking at it from a different angle? I don't know. Just let me know down below in the comments. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe here on the channel for everything Ark Survival Ascended related and beyond. And with that being said, as always, guys, I'll see you on the next one.